Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. It is a beautiful, beautiful day outside. Beth and I and her sister have gone to the fancy part of Georgia. Kim, we went to, where'd we go today? Peachtree City, where they drive the golf carts all over the place. And we were going to go into the Goodwill stores because we figured that's where all the rich people live and they'll take all their good stuff there. There is not a Goodwill store in Peachtree City. How about that? There's two donation centers. But they I guess take the stuff to Tyrone, Georgia, which is a couple miles away. So we ended up going to the Goodwill store in Tyrone. I completed my shopping in 5 minutes, and Beth and her sister were in there like for 2 hours or so. So I just listened out in the car and listened to Tasty Trade for a couple hours.
The Goodwill, it's in Greensboro, down there by Reynolds Plantation off Lake Oconee.
Yeah.
They got a Goodwill that is it's brand new shop. I mean, everything, all those they're talking seriously rich people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like it's like the S&A boutique. You can get what you want there.
Well, I joked last night that I was going to have to buy my Gucci sweaters online at full price because gas is so high, it takes so much money to go someplace. Especially when you're driving a 20-passenger van, as I do. But fortunately, my sister-in-law, she let me drive her car today, which was kind of cool. She's got a Kia made here in Georgia, at the Kia plant. So welcome in. So I'm just getting my bearings under me. So I really haven't been studying the market. I listened to a little bit of Tasty Trade today, just to see what's going on. So the markets are moving, y'all. And here's the thing. They're down a day, they're up a day, they're down a day. We got two-way action, which is what we love, right? So the E-minis down 1.21%. We got a lot to do today. The NASDAQ down 1.69%. AD at negative 176, but it's kind of stabilized here. So we're right below, it looks like we got a tight range today, right? We are a range day, not a trend day, but a range day within this little area here. And let's go and look at our volume profile, see how it's hanging out, see what our E-minis are doing. See if our chart's making any sense. Indeed, it is. So we drop down into the overbought category. Comes to the top of overbought, bumps its head, comes right back down here. So we're overbought for the fair value zone below us. This is kind of bearish, right? We would anticipate that we likely may fill these little gaps and go down here, but we're always looking at that point of control as well. So point of control could easily move with a little bit of interaction within this area. So, we'll see, but that's kind of bearish on that chart. Let's see what the NASDAQ looks like. NASDAQ is... I said NASDAQ is, oh, look at there. So this is certainly acting as an area of support, and we are overbought. What did I say the other one was? I said over, so I think I said it wrong. Let me go back, make sure I get it right. We are overbought. Yeah, overbought. I may have said oversold. Overbought for the area below, so we would anticipate maybe some movement back into here. So that is bearish again. If I said oversold, I apologize. Shut up, River. And over here we're overbought, but this little overbought area is serving as a little bit of support. It has done that as well in the past. We see this level has served as support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different times on the 30-minute chart, and 7, 8, I guess, and it may serve there again. But again, this is a bearish chart as well. We would anticipate price to come back into the fair value zone. So we'll see. I've already plugged in as good as I could the screwdriver for the day. Again, we need to work on this to get some more strikes to get a true number. But the lowest I got on the chart was 113 a while ago, so I put that. All right, now with that being said, what do we need to do today, oh Bob? Well, as y'all know, Friday is the day when we do our covered calls and we roll all those. So let's see if I can do that. Let's go to the big account in the IRA first. And that one is this one, I think. So let's go to that account and see what we got here. So we got 2,282 shares of TMF. We've got 1,031 shares of UPRO, which allowed us to sell 10 calls, covered calls on that. We made $150 today. We made $1,100 on that trade this week. We're up 272 on that one as well. And look, y'all, we're up $121 on the year. Woohoo! So I want to look at those UPRO. I'm going to see where I want to roll those to. So let's go to UPRO. I said let's go to UPRO. Hey, hey, hey. And we at a barbecue place called, what was the name of it? It was Ohio Whole Hog, which is kind of hard to say. So we went to the Ohio, what was it, Beth? Hog Market, I thought. Excuse me, honey. We went to the Ohio Hog, what is it, Market Company. Well, excuse me. Okay, Beth. Unless you want to whooping right here in front of everybody, you need to chill it on down, girl. So we had at the Ohio Hog Company from a lady that was from Ohio. She moved down here in 91, started her little barbecue place. It's pretty good too, except for the coleslaw. Could work on the coleslaw. Baked beans were good. I wish I'd tried the tater salad. All right, so what are we doing here? Well, this thing, you know, we could let it expire worthless, right? We've got these 10 that we sold. We're in a bear market, so I'm definitely selling calls to the upside. We kind of like these things to be placed. I kind of like them at the 30 delta, you know, 30% probability of being in the money. So I could get another $1,200 here, right? For selling those. So that would be the 58 strike. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's go back over here and let's click create rolling order. So we're going to sell the 60s or buy the 60s, and then we're going to sell the 58. So we're going to roll them down a little bit so we can collect some nice good old premium. Give me about $1,300. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. $1,289. Come to daddy. Come to papa. Nut. Jacks, what, crap, dang, nothing. Let's work it a little bit. Cancel replace. 25. I'm working. There we go. Look at you, little old Bob, old Bob. All right, so we've done everything we need to do there. Oh, yawn. And we say, that ain't bad. Let me see if I can show my groups here. Show groups. So we got unallocated. Let's see, make sure everything's in its place. Yep, there we go. Roll them out 7 days. So let's put those into our covered calls. Make sure everything's in its little group. We'll leave it to our UPRO covered calls. Now, I want to see something here. So remember, our TMF is doing what TMF should do. And TMF should help balance out our equity position. That's why we're in the 55-45% bonds to things. And indeed, look at that. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, you go, wow, it's a big down day in the market. Yeah, but look, our bonds are doing just quite well. So the TMF is up 4.96%. I could sell 22 calls on my TMF, but then if I did so, what would that do? Well, basically that would do away with my hedge if I, you know, limited my upside. But, you know, if you ever go, well, you know, Bob, you could sell one. You don't have to sell 22. Let's see what TMF looks like. TMF, what TMF looks like. You know, we're kind of going up here. We're in the upper part here. We're still in a bearish market of TMF. But could I sell one call just to, you know, be a little greedy and have a little action on the table? Sure, I could. Let's see if we can do that. Let's try to sell one. So let's go TMF. Now, bad thing about TMF, not as liquid. Let's see if we see what the bid-ask spread is. And you don't have as many expirations, right? I could go 14 days. I could go 41 days. Let's see what these things look like. If we were to sell a 30% probability of being in the money, you know, there we go. On one of them, you know, collect $225 just for the heck of it. You know, why not? Let's try to. There we go. So we sold one. And again, you never want to take all of those out of the mix because that's kind of your hedge, you know, that we're, you know, we got some other hedges not in place in this account. We just got UPRO and TMF. So let me put that in its own little group. It's kind of fun to have one, right? So maybe we'll get to keep $125 there. If not, we'll roll one out. So let's go and call this TMF covered calls. Move to group, add group, TMF covered calls. And again, you ain't got to do that. It's just kind of a little fun thing, right? A little fun. All right, so now we've got that account taken care of. Nothing else to do there. Now we've got the little small Roth IRA account. Unbelievable. What is all this stuff? Let's see, the small little Roth IRA account. Let's see what it's doing. So I can remember which one it is. Let's see, this one is this one. All right. So here we're up 259 on the day. We're down 84.60 on the year. And this again is the hedge fund's Excellent Adventure portfolio. It has only 69 shares. It's only like a $3,000 account or so. And it's only got 31 shares of UPRO. So there's really nothing in here that I could do anything with other than rebalance it once a quarter. There's really nothing to do here. Nothing at all. It just is what it is. All right, so we got that account taken care of. So it's kind of look, you know, Delta's positive, doesn't have any theta or vega because there's no options involved. So then let's go to this account. All right, so this account, we're down 231 on the day. Again, our TMF doing good when our TQs, you know, the NASDAQ's a little down more than the E-mini. So, you know, it's a little negative here, but our VIX, $44 on the day. Yay, VIX hedge. Did y'all see that last night? I posted it. It said like I had a $10,000 profit in my VIX hedges. It had like a little misprint or something last night, which was pretty funny. And our E-minis are doing what our E-minis doing. We're, you know, well, it's down a little bit, but we're still up about 4,000 on the day. I mean, 4,000 on the year on those. The big hit's been the TQQQ. And that's part of the, you know, we know that. We know that this is a volatile asset. So what do we do here? Well, let's look at our TQs. We sold 3 because we have 377 shares. So who's dinging that bell, Beth? Well, tell her quit dinging it. That's the, does she need to go outside? That's the bell that she's supposed to ding. What? Beth, you cannot tell me to hush in front of all my friends. I guess you can. All right, so we sold 3 of those. So let's look at those, see where we want to roll those out to. So let's go to TQQ. Roll in. Friday's the fun roll-in day. Yeah, so TQs, our calls are going to expire perfectly out of the money. We're in a bear market, in my opinion. So, you know, we'll close those for a penny. So we roll those out. If we roll those out to another around 30 delta, 30% probability being in the money, where would that be? Well, that'd be about, you know, here's 28, here's 33. Where do you want to go? Am I bullish or bearish? Well, I just showed you on the chart that we're kind of bearish on the market, aren't we? We are overbought and we think that we'll go down. So I'm going to roll those to the 50. All right. So let's do that. Let's roll these puppies. Roll them, roll them, roll them. And we'll roll it down to the 50. Rolling order. So we're buying these back. We're going to roll that down to the 50. And that's going to give us a credit of 171, hopefully times 3. And see what the price is. Come on, baby. Hit me. Here we go. So now we have rolled. All right. Now, is Rick in here? I miss Rick. I want Rick to come. I need Rick in here because I'm going to ask him something. What is Rick going to do with the Rick trade when we have SPX later this summer, 5 days a week? What's he going to do with the Rick trade? I think that's an interesting topic of conversation. I'd like to see what he's going to do there. All right, so then let's look at our VIX. We got 10 days on that, 46 days on that. And I'm not adding the VIX hedge, not with volatility as high as it is. We've rolled out those puts. TMF, we said, was up big today. I've got 719 shares. That's part of our hedge. Could we sell a one call, covered call over here? Absolutely. What we do that? Let's see what we get. I don't know, man. That doesn't seem right. What did I get on that other side over there? TMF. Just doesn't seem like worth the stuff, does it? For 65, 86. What did I sell that other one for? That T-Fields. It's in there. I don't think I do it over there. It's not much for credits. I'm not going to do anything with my TML. So let's look, see going into the weekend how we're looking. All right, we got 14 days on 10 remaining loans of Black Swan Hedge. I don't have to worry about those as much now that TMF is acting as a significant part of my hedge. So let's look at our overall deltas going into the weekend. I'm positive. It's okay. It's not overly positive. I have positive theta, which is good. And I manage by negative theta. All right, so I don't think there's anything else I need to do there. So that's got all of that. So let me look. Let's look at this little account over here. See how we're doing. Shut up! What are we doing over here? Where's my? How come that doesn't look right? Let me open this up. No, I don't want to log off that. I don't want to log off my. How come that doesn't look right at all? Crap. It's the wrong one. Let me log out of that and log back in. Beth, will you get your dogs out of here? Huh? How do you close this thing? Do I want to exit? Of course I want to exit. Let's get back in that thing. Something just doesn't look right, does it? My computer froze up. What's wrong with Tastyworks? Anyone having trouble? Is it just me? It's probably just me. Probably just me. Anyway, until that works out, let me go. We just won't worry about that count for now. Let me go back to my, where in the devil is it? Where's it here? Let's go back to this. All right. Now let's move this back up. Now, let's go back to the big IRA. Because what I was thinking about doing, let's see how much buying power I got. I may have enough buying power here. Let's look at, since we've got VIX really, really elevated. Let's see where VIX is. VIX is trading at 32.86. I mean, you know, you want to sell premium. I mean, you really do. So let's look and see one of our allowed trades that we hadn't done in a while is the Rick trade. That's why I want to talk to Rick about the Rick trade. What are you going to do when we got 5 days a week, pal? Oh, Rick, since you're retired now and you can do anything, let's see what we could do on a, oh man, but it's so hard to build out of it. Look at that. What is wrong with it? Let's see if we can build it out over here. 20 wide, and he goes about the 5% probability of being in the money. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. So we could go anywhere in here. And I think what I want to do, 41.15, let's go, let's sell the 41.20, and let's buy the 4100. Let's see what that would give us. And I'll tell you what I did, since I can't show you now because I can't get into the Tastyworks platform for some reason, is I did a one in the Tastyworks account, and I was looking to take in $1 credit. All right. So what if we go 41.30, 41.10? See how harder it is to build it over here in Thinkorswim? Just is. So there's 80 cents. So let's go 41.50 with these juicy premiums that we got in here. 41.50, 41.30. Go 20 wide. 41.30, right? 41.50, 41.30. Look at there. It's $1.10. Like that. Do I got the buying power to do it? Of course I do. Of course I do. Let's do it. I said let's do it. It failed, dang it. Now let me work it down to nickel. You could let it work if you think the market's going to go down. But I'm looking for $1. So that's a little more aggressive. Yeah. That's what crap. Here we go. Fill me, baby. Ah, how about that? Huh? So let's go and let's put it in its little group. So now we got sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Let's put it in its little group. So we got everybody grouped together. SPX, move to group, and we'll call this Rick Trade 1. And that's in an IRA, right? Quick Trade 1. So what that does is, especially during this time of elevated premiums, elevated volatility, when the balloon is really, I can still be really far away. And let's see where what delta that is. SPX, our short strike is at a 9 delta. Am I comfortable there at a 41.50? Absolutely. So what will happen is this will expire on Monday. We're hoping to let this thing fully expire. If it is challenged, then what we'll do is we'll just roll it out. We'll just roll that out a little bit. So that gives me a little more option stuff to do in here. Now, because in this account currently we don't have, there's nothing that I can do with futures. Let's pretend we were going to do let's pretend that we were going to do a micro. So let's just play around. And let's say we were going to do 56 days, and we're going to do a put spread of some sort. So we're going to go let's go 3,400, buy that, and then we're going to sell the 33.50 for 21.25. Right now, what's this? It's gonna kick me out. That's saying we're getting a credit. Huh. Did I do that right? No, I didn't hold my thing down. Sorry, that's just selling the naked option. So I said I was going to sell that and buy the 3,400. There we go. Now we got some spread. Now we got some dip. So let's say that I was going to fill that for $1.50. That way we know we won't get filled, right? I'll pay $1.50 for it. Now watch what happens. It's going to reject me, right? So should reject me. Boom. Uh-oh, no futures trading is allowed on this account, you moron. Why? Because you don't have any futures permissions in this account. Well, dang. That's why I traded SPX. Give me a little something to do. So now let's look at our overall Greeks in this account. Greek trade is certainly permissible. We've always said that we could do that, not taking away. So now we got nice delta. We got nice theta. Right, and Vega, look, is really, really, really manageable. Very nice. Any questions on that? Let's see where y'all check. I did my first 112 today. How's yours holding up in this? Well, let's hope it's doing good. Let's see. We will find out in a sec. Let's see which account's again. This one. Let's see how my 112s are doing. Groups. 112, my first one is sucking. I'm down $11.25. Unbelievable. That's fine, huh? Not too bad. So we know, let's see, is this thing still stuck? Yes, dang it. So we know that we want to do another 111 today. So let's do that. Make sure I'm in the right account to do that. Trade the 111s. I'm gonna have to build it out over here since I can't get into Tasty Works. All right, so let's go here. I don't know, where is that we normally start, y'all? Is it like well, let's just see where we've been doing them. Market's down today. So we've been selling here and buying them there. So let's try to buying here, buying there. So let's see, let's do here. Let's buy one here. 39.80. And sell one at the 39.30. We want 50 wide at 10. Look at that. Am I like a genius or what? So let's move them up one. So let's go 39.85. Were they in 5.20 for 39.35? Nope, that ain't traded. So I got 39.90. 90. Oh Bob. And 39.40. Beth, what are you spraying? That's 9.75. Good. Matt, you want me to do this as a 111 or 1112? I know you're too shorts at 31.50. Look at that. That's unbelievable, dude. If we roll down to there, you got some other problems to worry about. I'll do it as a 1112. Let's do that. So now let's go down and collect us around $10. But you know, this allows us to be a little bit greedy, doesn't it? So instead of going to $10, you know, look at Matt. He went to the 31.50. You know, I could do that, right? And you know, collect just a little more, be a little greedy pig. Instead of selling them at 10, I could sell them at 24. I could bring in 25 bucks on that. Let's see what that'll do. Look at there. $3 credit. What is that not saying? Oh, I was supposed to do 2 of those. Sorry. So, excuse me, Beth. Bye, hon. Be good, girl. Remember, you got to do 1, 1, 1, 2. There we go. Look at that, baby. Oh yeah, 1, 1, 2. I like it a lot. So that brings in 72.87 router. And we'll probably have to work at a quarter. Work at a quarter. Quarter, quarter. Cancel place. 15.50. So we can get filled. Bingo, baby. And we are in. So let's put it in a group. We'll call that the 112 second. Oh, and let's look and see how our 111 call side is doing. Or have I done that in this account yet? I don't think I have. Yeah, I've not done it in this account. Let's make sure. Yeah, those are all puts. All right, so we'll call this the 112 second. Let's go find him. Hey, go, little mama. That's what a friend of mine sent me yesterday. I was showing him all my trades and all my activity stuff. He said, dude, you need to stop everything but the 111 trade. He said, that's a good trade. I'm like, yeah, you ain't telling me nothing. All right, add groups. We're going to do 111 second. 111 second. Boom. All right. And I'm thinking that's all we got to do for the week, y'all. It's a lot. We took in a lot. So let's see what we're ended up with. Now our deltas are 79.54. That's fine. Our theta is nice. It's positive. We like that. And we've got what we would call a very, very manageable negative vega. So unless y'all see something that I need to do in the account, I think we are good. Profit and loss on all of our open position, 6,200. We'll bring this up. I mean, you know, we know what the problem is. It's on our TQs. That's just part of it. If you're going to hold TQQs, you know, they're going to be very, very, very volatile. And so what we're doing to kind of combat that a little bit is we're selling covered calls against them. So, well, here's what I really like today. Here's what I really, really like. Let me go to all of my accounts. Okay. So with this big, humongous move down in the markets, right? You're down 1.47%, which means our TQs are going to be down, what, 4.5%? The E-minis are down 3% or 1%, which means our U-Pro is going to be down 3%. Do we mind? No, because we're up $295 on the overall combined portfolios. Isn't that cool? Now, does it always work that way? No. Does TMF always give us the, you know, no, it doesn't always. But that's what it's there to balance that out a little bit. It's kind of fun. Really, really kind of fun. So we did some rolling today. Roll. And all of them were, nothing was tested at all. And keep in mind, our bias is that, you know, we're probably more turbulent days ahead. Market's going to be up, market's going to be down. I got a friend right now who says you can't sell premium in this environment. And I'm like, I disagree. He's actually buying options. You know, he's making directional bets. And they're paying off for him, okay. I think now's the time when everybody else is scared. That's when you sell options. That's when you put on a rig trade. Maybe collect instead of your normal 40 or 50 cents or 25 cents. You move it up a little bit, collect $1. Since these things are really, 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 you know, inflated now. And that's what volatility does. Volatility increases. It's, you know, stayed bid now for a few days. What does that do to the price of options? It bumps them up. You know, people, the supply and demand is there. So if the price of options is beefed up, what does that mean that people are doing? Well, that means that people are buying options, right? So they got to have somebody to sell them the options. So that's what we just did. We sold them some in micros, and we sold them some in SPX. Let them, get their hands ready. And I'm risking $1,900 to make $100. So I've got a 90-something% probability of success. If my SPX gets tested, then we'll roll that on Monday. All right, good session, y'all. We've been getting it done in record time. I'm gonna take me a nap before the kids get here. Oh no, they'll be here in 19 minutes. Maybe I'll take a nap for 19 minutes. All right, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will see y'all Monday.